Alright folks, I'm gonna be straight with you this. When it comes to people getting laid off or lose their job, I have sympathy for them. However, if you blame people, blame gamers for your failure or for a product that has failed, I would say this: it is good that you got laid off. Really? I don't know folks, why can't these developers get through their thick skull and stop blaming gamers? Listen, it's not because chuds were toxic. You made a bad game, Josh Sobel or Sobel. Oh, generally, Josh, you made a bad game. Not because of the gamer's fault. Listen, Josh Sobel, I played for 2.6 hours of highguard. I wasn't having fun. And you want to know what dropped my attention away from it? Resident Evil Requiem. Tell me something, Josh. Do you know that your game released 1 month before Resident Evil Requiem? Okay, let's put the whole genre thing out of the way, okay? If a game has a massive appeal, such as either GTA 6 or Resident Evil, then any game comes before that will struggle to keep up. Because right now, this one, why do we check? And okay, now it lose more players. 1,789. 1789. Success, huh? Now, according to Sobel, trailer came out and it was all downhill from there. Content creators love to point out the biases in folks who give positive review after being flown out for an event, but ignore the fact that when negative leaning content gets 10 times the engagement of the positive, they've got just as much incentive to lean into a disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. No. These people that were flown out to give positive review, they were all shills. No, they were all shills. How come you didn't ask real gamers who use their hard-earned money to play games like that? It doesn't matter whether the game is free or not. How come you didn't ask real gamers? Tell me something. If you're saying that grifters don't play games, how come if you see this video, I have a gaming trailer, or in this case, a gaming footage, either at the start or at the end of the video? Why is that? We were turned into a joke from 1 minute, largely due to false assumption about a $1 million ad placement, which even prominent journalists soon began to state the fact. Within minutes, it was decided that the game was dead on arrival, and creators now have free rage bait content for a month. Every one of our videos on social media got downvoted to hell. Comment section were flooded with copy-paste meme phrase such as Concord 2 and Titan 3 died for all this. Seriously, Titanfall 3? Listen, instead of making highguard, why didn't you make Titanfall 3? And here's the idiot part. At launch, we received over 14,000 review bombs from users with less than an hour of playtime. Many didn't even finish the tutorial, the required tutorial. Hey, numbnuts! I played for 2.6 hours. So what, you're saying that's review bombs? He made it abundantly clear he was indeed blaming gamers. In the discussion online about highguard, Concord, 2xKO, and such, it is often pointed out by gamers that devs like to blame gamers for their failures, and that's silly. As if gamers have no power, but they do, a lot of it. I'm not saying our failure is purely the fault of gamer culture and that the game would have thrived without the negative discourse, but it absolutely played a role. All products are the whims of the consumer, and the consumer put absurd amount of effort into slandering highguard, and it worked. Seriously, Josh, did you know that Concord failed and died in less than 2 weeks? And also, Sobel, did you know that your game released 1 month before Resident Evil 9, aka Requiem? Apologize folks, it's way early in the morning. Let's put the whole genre thing out of the way, okay? Let's put it away. When it comes to games, okay, if a game has a massive appeal, that, like say GTA 6 or Resident Evil, guess what? Any games comes out before those two games will be overshadowed, okay? Look, it doesn't matter what genre it is. It doesn't matter whether it's premium price or free to play. If you have a game that has a massive appeal, any game that comes before that will be overshadowed. This is why many game companies are trying their best to avoid releasing games before GTA 6. And this is the results. This is examples why you should not ever release a game at a worst time, okay? No, I'm not joking. Yes, this game was released on January 26, but remember, with that close, it is actually 1 month before Resident Evil 9 Requiem. When that happens, the promotion material floods in. And right now, Resident Evil Requiem has 5 million wishlists, okay? This is why many companies, they are trying their best to avoid releasing a game into popular titles such as either Resident Evil or GTA 6. Because any game that comes out before that will be stomped, will be overshadowed. And again, I really don't like seeing people getting laid off, but when you blame gamers, or when you say things like, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it, or in this case, you are the problem, and all that sort, I have no sympathy for you, okay? None, okay? Never ever blame gamers, okay? This is a message to every developers, okay? If you blame gamers, your game will ultimately fail, okay? Because gamers do have the power. Remember one thing, Josh Schobel, gamers do have the power. Do you remember Concord? Don't be surprised when your game failed, when you say things like, I don't know, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Oh, it's your fault. The game failed. Or what else? Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product. That doesn't work. Gamers do have the power. That's the reason why many developers, they are now afraid to piss off gamers. And don't say you're autistic, okay? Oh, don't you dare. Remember one thing, 2.6 hours I played that game and I'm not having fun. So good luck at the unemployment line. Welcome home.
Supplies and production were vital areas of the war in which the Allies dominated. Relentless Allied bombing runs over Ruhr Valley factories resulted in an increasingly crippled German war machine. Methodical strafing of the railroads and rail yards left behind broken trains stalled on destroyed tracks. Without fuel, Germany's heavy weapons were useless. Its vaunted panzers immobilized and its planes grounded, the German infantry was left to carry on the fight alone.